Boogety Boogety Boogety, JB. We have one race left to decide it all.
Just
And
one.
and then there were four. Yeah, four to decide. Yeah, one race to decide the champion for one, four drivers, one one winner. I mean, it's kind of weird
This
the way
is
they break it all
intense,
down.
man. This is intense.
We've got Denny Hamlin. Oh, sorry, we'll go in numerical order. We have Kyle Larson, Denny Hamlin, Chase Briscoe, and William Byron all competing in Phoenix for a chance to win the playoffs, like the the playoff race for the championship. William Byron won the regular season.
Yes.
He has a chance to complete the full season sweep, I guess, of like the regular season and the postseason. This is kind of strange. There's never really been like I mean, there has been for a while for the playoffs, but it's just kind of strange to me, kind of getting back into NASCAR for the first time in a while. Just kind of like the idea of like, oh, there's like a regular season champion and
And
there's
playoff champion as
yeah,
well too. Which the format is going to change sometime next year.
yeah,
A lot. I don't know. I was going to ask you how you felt about that because a lot of people want to see change while others don't. So I don't know which way you're leaning towards.
yeah. I think change is necessary. I don't like that. It's a one race thing for the championship,
Mm-hmm.
but every other round is three races, uh, and I just don't like the way it's set up. Like, I definitely think there's like improvements that can and will be made, but I mean, this is like what this is the system that's in place, and this is what they have to deal with. So this is
Yep.
what they're going to be dealing with in Phoenix, and I'm excited. I'm nervous, and I don't know if I have like a preferred winner or not. I think I'd be pretty happy with any of these guys raising the championship
I
trophy.
mean, I would too. I guess if anything, I'm probably leaning towards Denny a little bit more. He's been getting a lot of love on socials a lot lately, and co-owner of 2311. So I'm gonna ride with my guy number 11 on this.
Yeah, I mean, I part of me wants Denny Hamlin to get the win. I mean, he's been racing for a long time. He's been close. He's definitely one of the top NASCAR drivers of my lifetime, and to see him get a championship would be very satisfying and fulfilling. I know he's not everybody's most favorite driver, but
I know.
he's
I beat all your
he's a
drivers.
little polarizing in that aspect. But I don't know. It'd be interesting to see him win. Kyle Larson, I predicted him earlier this year to win the championship. So part of me wants to keep rooting for him just based on my own like ego and pride, and like I want to just be like, oh, I was right, I called it. But
Kyle is my second though. Kyle is my
um,
second up though.
I wouldn't be mad if William Byron won it because it's like, oh wow, like he won the regular season and and the playoffs. Like that'd be pretty sick. I think he's had a really good season. He's been strong. I think honestly, I think him and Kyle Larson have been on a very similar trajectory where they came out the year really hot. They were up there competing and contending at almost every track. After the All Star break, they kind of fell back a little bit. It just kind of seemed like they were just going through the motions. You weren't really hearing their name as much near the front, and they weren't performing to the level and the standard that they'd set for themselves earlier in the year. But as we start to get nearer and nearer to the playoffs, you started to see those Hendrick cars performing again. And I mean, I think like William Byron being in the like is I'm very happy William Byron got in,
Yeah.
even though like it was between him and Ryan Blaney, and Blaney getting in would have been a 4-for-4 playoff prediction, like championship four prediction for me. That would have been nice. I would have felt bad for Byron not making it because I think if I think the point situation would have been in favor of him over Bell. I think without the crash at Las Vegas where he ran into the back of Ty Dillon.
Yes.
And that's where I was like, damn, I feel really bad about that. Also, that car was supposed to make my car of the week rankings, and I fucked up and I missed it because I threw in fucking Cody Ware or somebody.
I mean, it's okay.
But so I don't know. I'm rooting for William Byron. And I'm rooting for Chase Briscoe too, the last guy I've yet to bring up because I mean, obviously, like he's we share a name. There's like something that's automatically going to get you some
There's
love.
a connection there.
But he's gone out there and he has proved a lot this season. I think out of these four drivers, I think he's gone out and proved the most, which may sound strange, but I think he had he had the most to prove. Like he was new to like this level of competition in a way. Like Hamlin, Byron, Larson have been driving Gibbs and Hendrick cars almost their entire career.
Yeah, pretty
You
much.
know,
Yeah.
but Briscoe has been in like lower equipment, like less than equipment, you know, fighting and racing and competing, you know, hard. And I think him being in this like, you know, top team equipment, going out, being the leader in top fives throughout the season, dominating on the pole the way he has, I think he's proved a lot. I think, you know, we're going to see Chase Briscoe competing continuously, and I don't know. I feel like we're seeing shades of like Martin Truex Jr. in Chase Briscoe, and he did take over in that car for Martin Truex Jr. So
I can see that. I can definitely see that. I mean, you got the final four: Joe Gibbs versus Hendrick Racing. Um, I I really want Denny just to get this one. I feel like it's just well deserved for him. He has been fighting for this for a while, and I just think it's his time. I think it's his time now for this, and honestly, Joe Gibbs is going to be extremely happy come the end of Sunday night.
they were talking about it a lot during the Martinsville race. JB, I brought it up because I heard it and I thought it was funny, and I heard it at least 5 times on the broadcast in
Oh boy.
Martinsville. Mechanical gremlins, JB.
That is what I also fear as well too. That's another question I was gonna bring up too, because Gibbs has a well known history of mechanical issues and failures when coming to this final race down the stretch. Do you see that happening on Sunday again? Like it just happens.
Denny has a history of bad luck, choking, as some want to call it,
All right,
in these races and stuff like that. Like it's not at Phoenix; these have taken place at Homestead in previous years. But oh, JB, like they're like for Denny Hamlin fans, like I think there's a little bit more fear than confidence going into this weekend. It's scary, as sad as it is to say too. Like I think there's like this. I feel like these like Hamlin fans have this like doubt in the back of their head.
Dude, there's always going to be
that a Larson does not have.
I can see that,
and I think there's like this like mentality and the psyche going into the race where there's just like this. I'm trying to think like remember when they're like for 8-10 years or whatever, it was only Ben Roethlisberger, Peyton Manning, or Tom Brady who represented the AFC in the championship, or like, you know, in the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
I feel like that's what Larson is in a way, and Hamlin is like that other quarterback who's going up against the Patriots or the Colts or the Steelers in the AFC Championship for the chance to go to the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? It's like these guys are always doing. It's like these guys
are always there.
Yeah, and like these guys always like, you know, like these guys like it's like, you know, these dudes always step up. They always find a way, and you know it's like it's like that level of competition that you got to like rise up to. And for some reason, people end up just like, for one reason or the other, they get the yips, they make a mistake, mechanical gremlins, like, you know, whatever sport it is. But like, there's usually just something that like, I feel like mentally it's like an obstacle that you have to get over. And I think that's the big, like, as far as like we talk about these mechanical, I think all of the mechanical failures and stuff like that we're going to see, or that we may see, are going to come down to like mental mistakes that were made. And like there's like all of this like pressure and anxiety that's like amplifying and like, you know, continuing to weigh heavier and heavier on these teams, especially the 11 team, especially the 11 team.
I can definitely see that. Like Denny knows the history. He knows mechanical issues all around. So it's best to come prepared for this race. If you need that extra spare car, bring the two. Bring 2, 3 of every single thing that you have there. And I do think that it is weighing on the back of him once again. Like, I've been so dominant this whole season, and right now, like, right back in that same position once again.
Like, he's the oldest driver of the four. Like, that's the thing. I feel like there's so much more pressure on Hamlin that like I'd love to see him. I'd love to see him do it. I'd love to see him conquer those demons to slay that dragon. Part of me is a little nervous about that. Not like as like, oh, I'm nervous as a fan. Like I'm rooting for it as a fan. As a realist, I am nervous that
You don't want to see that disappointment happen again.
no, because it's so tough, man. It's like it's. I feel like
It's tough to get to this point.
there's
Period.
yeah, and like the pressure for Hamlin to because Larson has already won a championship. Byron and Briscoe are still really young. They've been like Briscoe. You're thinking this is like maybe like a springboard to like the rest of his career, but Byron, he's kind of been in these places before. He's consistently like this is already like in his realm. Like he's already like a championship contender driver. Briscoe's kind of entering that realm, and these guys have long careers still ahead of them. Hamlin, I mean, realistically,
it
like
looks like
maybe,
he's coming out to the tail end of his career right
maybe
now.
only like 2 or 3 more years of racing left.
At least like 2.
Which is like how much more time does he have to go out and win a championship this year? It's like you got to really take advantage of it now. And I just feel like the pressure continues to build, and like nobody has more pressure on him than Hamlin, especially like. I think that's where like winning at Las Vegas kind of flips for them in this week, where it's like, oh, they've had the time to prepare. They like it's like everything kind of starts to flip where it's like, oh, they're like the most dangerous because they have that. But now it's like if they don't go out and perform, well, it's like you like why didn't you? You had all that. 5 of the last 8 or 4 of the last 8 winners of the championship won that first cutoff race in the round of 8. It's like where what failures happened? Like where did it go wrong? And I don't know, I'm very nervous, but like excited. I think it's gonna be very interesting.
I will be watching this with a nervous eye come Sunday. I know that for sure. These 4 have combined for 15 of the 35 races. 15 wins of the 35 races this season.
Yeah, I mean,
it's quite impressive.
I definitely think these are the 4 of the most deserving drivers. I think Blaney getting in would have. He was also up there and quite as deserving, but I think like when you break it all down, 8 like 7 DNFs, 8 DNFs on the year for Blaney is like that.
That's rough.
That ultimately was what kept him just on the outside looking in. You know what I mean? It's like he had a couple like thinking back, like he was dominating at Homestead earlier this year. And then the injury blows up. It's like, all right, well, that's a possible win. That's a possible top 5. You know, just bummer. I mean, the way things go in Vegas as well. Doesn't even collect a stage point, you know. So he's in a rough spot, but you know it is what it is. And I definitely think it's interesting. I'm happy to see that like we're not just going to see like another year of Penske domination. You know, like although I wouldn't have hated if Ryan Blaney was the Penske driver to like continue the carrying the championship torch for them. I just I don't know, for some reason I don't hate Joey Logano winning a championship. I just want him to continue the even year trend.
Even year trend. Just
yeah. Just like it's like yeah, Joey, keep winning.
Keep winning.
Win 4,
even years.
Yeah, like win 4, win 5, win 6. Don't win more than 7. Nobody's ever done that. But yeah, like just do it on even years. It's like I don't care. I'll root for you on the even years. It's like odd years, can't root for you, but even years, like, I got
it is weird seeing Penske will not be in the final 4 of this.
Like,
it's just odd.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was possible. It was possible that like Hendrick would have been completely out of it. I mean, so it was just kind of the way the cookie crumbled. There was going to be, in all likelihood, one manufacturer was going to be on the outside looking in, and it happened to be Ford. It's going to be Chevy and Toyota battling for the championship. But I mean, Ford's won the championship the last 3 years in a row. So,
that's fair.
You know, it's mixing it up. We'll see who ends up taking home the title, but. I mean, yeah.
Oh, this race is gonna be intense on Sunday, man.
Yeah, I mean, it was intense in Martinsville too. It's like all throughout the race, it was very tight. I mean, William Byron was up at the front, damn near the whole race. Like, so it's like definitely
over 300 laps. Like,
definitely a very deserving winner, no doubt. But JB, do you have any other recaps or anything you want to dive in or talk about, like playoff wise, championship wise?
I mean, just that, hey, it was a good race. I mean, the season has been amazing. It comes down to Phoenix, man. Like, this is it. Like, this is it.
Yeah, we'll duel in the desert to see who who gets the big trophy, man. It'll be very interesting. Is it going to be 75% chance that we see one of these drivers win a championship for their first time, and 25% chance that we see Kyle Larson win his second championship. So who knows? Who knows? But I know that we've got some interesting picks for gas, pass, crash, and car of the week.
Oh,
so
yeah.
if we can kick it off, JB, with the gas, pass, crash. If you're all set.
Oh, you want me to go?
I'm just saying if we want to dive into that,
Oh,
I can.
yeah.
I can still lead us off. Keep
Let's
the
dive
normal
into
flow.
it.
I'm gonna start with my crash, JB.
Your crash is this week?
Yeah, because I want to steal something from Kyle Larson.
Oh, boy.
I think it was Kyle Larson who said that. My crash is going to go to the number 77 of Carson Hocevar, because as Kyle Larson said in the post-race interview, it seemed like they were involved in every single wreck that took place last.
They were.
So I have to give the crash to Carson Hocevar. Getting into it with everybody, it seems like, I don't know, like the dude couldn't keep his car facing the right way. And
what the fuck was up with that?
I don't know. But the crash is going to Carson Hocevar. My pass is going to go to the race winner, William Byron, for getting on the inside, beating Ryan Blaney to the spot. I don't like when people call it a door slam. I don't necessarily think like he like slammed into him and like got into him to get him loose. I think he got the inside. Blaney tried to go down in there late and kind of bounced himself off Byron, but I think Byron had the position. I think Byron had snuck in there and took that spot. Whatever you want to call it. Byron earned that inside position. He got the pass and ended up being enough to get him the race win, even after the caution. So hats off to William Byron. And then my gas, I'm gonna give it to William Byron as well. I mean, the guy,
he's double dipping.
He's gonna get the gas. Yeah, he's gonna get the gas and the pass. I mean, he had to have the gas, and keep it hard in the throttle, especially on that restart. And to keep Ryan Blaney out of the playoff, it was him or Blaney. One of them was winning, one of them was getting in, and one of them was not. And he said, it's gonna be me, like fucking or the Backstreet Boys or NSYNC, like it's gonna be me.
NSYNC is gonna be me.
So, shout out to William Byron. He's gonna get like I said, he gets the pass and the gas for me this week.
Well, we got two overlaps. I will say that my crash has to go to Carson Hocevar. I don't know why you just couldn't keep your car straight, bro. You spun out 3 times. It seemed like you were in every wreck or spin out it seemed from the race, but I feel like he's getting a very bad reputation with a lot of the drivers. Like they are not too pleased with him, especially getting spin outs with your teammates that will be next year. So I don't know how this is going to play out come next season. Like, will they be head hunting for Mr. Carson, or could they play it safe the rest of the way?
Yeah, I mean, he had a incident with McDowell and Suarez, who were both like teammates of his. So it'd be interesting. I thought it was funny the way the broadcasters kept talking about the Christmas party is going to be fun this year. It's going to be
I did. I heard that.
But yeah, no, he was definitely getting into it with a lot of cars. It was very interesting to see how all over the track he was.
Hey kitty. My pass is going to go to one Mr. Tyler Reddick, because I don't know if you've seen on social, but my man cut his hair and the mustache. He looks like a completely different person. I was shocked by this. I didn't know who this was for a second, but I seen it. Shout out to his son for helping shaving his hair. Yeah. I assume everything is all right back at the family and back at home. So shout out to him for doing that. But man, you look completely different, bro.
Yeah, I mean, hey, good for him. I think it's a good mix-up of the look, and hopefully it brings him some luck. He said the mullet didn't do anything for him this year, so we'll see what happens next year.
And my gas obviously has to go to Will Byron for staking claim and winning this race and punching his ticket to the Final Four at Phoenix. Hey, you wanted it, you earned it, you deserved it. Pole position, dominated the entire race all the way around. So hats off to you, man. On to the next one.
Hell yeah. Shout out to William Byron. And hell yeah, man. I'm very excited for this week. I think like the Yeah, I think like it's gonna be like the most fun gas pass crash. I think it's gonna be like the most fun episode in a while, just because we have a championship we get to talk about. But yeah, I mean, I'm just looking forward to it, and yeah, I'm hoping there's gonna be some real exciting,
I think we
exciting
will. I think
racing.
we will get the most exciting race so far.
Hell yeah!
And it'll be fun to like recap the whole season too.
Hell yeah! No, indeed, JB. I'm very excited to hear your cars of the week as well. So I think once we hear a quick word from our sponsor, Mr. No Chill from JB Smooth, check him out Saturdays at noon, and we'll be back with our cars of the week. Watch No Chill with JB Smooth Saturdays at noon. Like, subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications, or else. Thanks again to No Chill with JB Smooth. We are back with our penultimate cars of the week, JB. We have 5 from Martinsville. I'm very interested to see who makes your list. And so I'll pass it off to you. I'm very excited to see who the penultimate 5 before we see some championship appearances, some hardware. Like I don't know what I'm saying. Before we see the championship cars.
Before we see the final paint schemes of the championship cars, 2 of these I went over to the Xfinity series for this. If you guys don't know, it is spooky season, Halloween, Friday. Josh Williams driving the number 45 call811.com Chevy. It's got the Little Shop of Horrors theme to it on the car. So I thought that was cool. It's all green and yellow. That is a very fun car. Like I said, I love Halloween. It's an amazing time of the year. Another one from the Xfinity series, also Halloween theme, Ryan Ellis driving the 71 Southern Elevator Chevy. That's got Frankenstein on it, the Mummy, the werewolf as well too, with him as a cartoon character on the car. So I thought it was just a fun car.
Hell yeah.
You gotta love Halloween.
Halloween is pretty fun. The older I get, the more I think it's just for kids. And I kind of cringe at adults who make it all
do adult Halloween.
It's like you can do adult Halloween, I guess, but it's just like it's more about kids. But there should be, in my opinion. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just not fun. I also have a pet peeve, JB. I hate when people call it, and this isn't about you. This is just in general.
Yeah.
I hate when they call the green guy Frankenstein because it's because it's Frankenstein's monster. I think back to like 9th or 10th grade when I had to read fucking Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. I did not read the book, by the way.
Why did you not read the book?
I did not read in high school. Thought it was too cool for it. I was like, I will pass this class. And I will not read this book. Whole other story we could talk about another time.
I was like, why did you not read the book?
But no, like the teacher would always be like, it's not Frankenstein. It's Frankenstein's monster. Miss Paskett would always drill that in. It's like, it's not Frankenstein. Frankenstein's the doctor. It's his monster. His monster doesn't have a name. It's just his monster.
That is very true.
And so I remember last year I'd always be like in the booth like Frankenstein's monster, and then Sam would eventually be like, we know, okay, you don't fucking say it every time. It's like, yeah, I do have to say it every time because everybody calls it fucking Frankenstein.
Because we get it confused.
Yeah, it's like it's Frankenstein's monster. There's a whole movie coming out, Bride, and it's supposed to be like Bride of Frankenstein, but it's a monster. It's not Frankenstein.
How much I've seen the trailer for that?
Because Frankenstein actually marries a girl, and I'm pretty sure the monster eater kills her or something like that. I don't know. I didn't fucking read the book, but like, if I did, I'd know. But it's like I know it's not Frankenstein. It's Frankenstein's monster. Either way,
if I did, I fucking know.
I'll let you get back to it.
Oh man! Coming in at number 3, shout out to Cole Custer driving the 41 Texas A&M University Ford.
I'm surprised you picked that car, JB, because
Texas A&M has been dominated. If you didn't see the game with LSU, Jesus,
and you weren't rooting for him. That's why I was like surprised you picked him. You seem to be going a little.
I was going heavy for LSU because I thought this was going to save Brian Kelly's career at LSU. It did not.
No, it did not. It cost him his job. But yeah, no, sure. I was surprised to see you picked that car, JB.
It did not. But so I got to give Texas A&M some love. So shout out, you just destroyed LSU. So there's that. Number 2, Denny Hamlin driving the number 11 Kings Hawaiian Toyota. It's just a simple Kings Hawaiian for Denny this year. I think he's saving something special for Phoenix come Sunday. And finally, I got to go with Cody Ware in the 51 Rexzilla /Kick.com Ford. It's just a sweet ass car, especially with the gold rims on
Yeah,
there.
they do the gold rims quite a bit. I've noticed. That's pretty. Rexzilla too. It looks
Yeah,
like
I don't even know what
the font is so hard to read. It looks like 23X
Yeah,
Like
it's so weird, but
it's.
like it looks cool at the same time. And I don't know, Rexzilla just kind of sounds like a medicine, like a some
I
prescription drug that you
yeah,
got to
no,
go
dude,
over the counter to get.
Rexzilla just sounds cool. I think it sounds like Godzilla, and Godzilla's pretty badass, king of monsters. So Rexzilla.
Rexzilla.
Oh yeah. We have a little bit of overlap, JB. Hell
Hey,
yeah.
here we go.
But I'm gonna kick us off with my cars of the week. Kicking us off, I really dug the number 71 Gamebridge Chevrolet from Michael McDowell.
Okay,
I thought that the subtlety of the checkered flag print on there was pretty sick.
kind of looks like old
Also,
school Miami Dolphin colors too.
it kind of does, and I also like the green, that hue of green, or if it's blue, I'm not sure. I struggle with colors, but I like that color green. Like you said, yeah. Now that you mention it, it definitely gives off Miami Dolphins vibes, but like old school Dolphins vibes. Another car with a cool green that I want to shout out, and a nice red. Um, some chrome numbers, which might give a hint to who I'm talking about. We have the number 60 Roush Ford of Ryan
Ryan
Preece,
Priest.
who was terrific on the long run, asking about his long run speed. Shout out to the RFK Instagram. But yeah, Ryan Preece's been running well, especially the last few races. And yeah, I just liked the green, the red, the blue, the white of that Traveler Centers of America Castrol Ford. Next
Nice.
up, actually, JB, I didn't realize we have two overlaps. We have that Rexzilla 51 from Cody
Rexzilla.
Ware. I think it was like the colors, the fonts, like there's like a little bit of geometric pattern on the car underneath Rexzilla that's pretty badass. And I mean, honestly, it's the font alone of Rexzilla that like looks so cool. It's like kind of hard to read. It doesn't. The Z looks like a 2.
Yeah.
The R looks like a 2 or a 3. I don't know. It's weird. It's kind of confusing, but at the same time, I find it cool. Next up for our second overlap, JB, it's going to be the number 41 Texas A&M University
Yeah.
Ford of Cole Custer, JB. I was rooting for Texas A&M in that football game.
I know you were. I know you were.
And I was rooting for that car on the track, I guess. I mean, not that I really care about Cole Custer. Pretty indifferent towards the guy. No love or hate, really. It's just very neutral. But yeah, I don't know. I just like the car. The car, I thought it was pretty cool. Liked seeing that. I like seeing schools represented. It's kind of cool.
I do
We've
too.
talked about this a little
Yeah,
bit
we
before.
have
This is
Syracuse.
Yeah,
before.
This is the second time Cole Custer's rocked the Texas A&M paint scheme this year, so it's just cool them giving some more love. And yeah, it'd be cool. I mean, it'd be nice if maybe like all of like the like every like Power 5 program like picked a race one year, like at MIS you'd see like a Michigan or Michigan State,
That would be
or
nice.
even just like like schools from that state or something.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
Or some schools nearby, like Western, Eastern, Central.
Yeah, but my car of the week, JB. Sorry, I gotta do my crunches.
Crunches?
Yeah, I gotta work up that core power. The number 17 Fairlife Power, the Fairlife Core Power. Ford of Chris Buescher, the other RFK car making the list. That was badass, dude.
Core power.
Yeah, dude. Me and Eleanor will drink that Fairlife chocolate milk. We'll dip our double stuffed Oreos in there. My dad bought us a pack.
That's fair. That's fair.
So it's all right. They don't really soak up the milk the way that regular milk does.
They really don't.
It's strange. Like
I've tried it before. It's not.
I'll leave a whole Oreo in there for the whole thing, and it floats the entire time, which is like baffling.
It's so weird.
And then so it's how you just know that like the milk's not absorbing into it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean either way, they're still pretty good. But shout out to Chris Buescher. Shout out to RFK in general.
And once again, those paint schemes amazing.
Indeed. Fingers crossed that RFK can maybe get a win this week. Not go winless on the season. We will see.
I guess what's the most surprising thing for a new winner this race, or for one of the four to actually come out on top?
I think a new winner would be more surprising, in my opinion. I think, I think these four guys range for a championship. I think one of them's going to win the race. So, but if they don't, I want an RFK car to win. I don't care which one. Just give me an RFK car.
Is it anyone?
Any RFK car. RFK.
Any.
RFK is my favorite team, JB. I think it's just like it roots back from like when I was a kid. I first got into NASCAR and like Matt Kenseth and all that. But like, yeah, RFK, like Roush Fenway Racing, like Roush Fenway Keselowski Racing, like will always be a little bit special to me. And it will probably always be my favorite team. And yeah, I want them to get a win.
Okay.
I'd love it to be the 17 car or the 6 or the 60. I mean, I have an affinity to the 17. Brad Keselowski's a team owner. I mean, but Ryan Preece is just as much part of the team. So if he gets that win, he's been really fast the last few weeks, as I talked about a few minutes ago. So I'm stoked if anyone from RFK wins the championship. It would remind me of 03. I remember watching the race. Bill Elliott gets the win. Matt Kenseth wins the championship. My uncle, who have that memory of from the Daytona 500, yeah, same uncle.
Yep, same uncle. Shout out.
Same uncle. I remember when Matt Kenseth won the championship, he was like, hey, how about that? He's like, Bill Elliott wins the race, Matt Kenseth wins the championship. It was like last race of the year, both of our drivers get what we want. You know, Bill Elliott, he loves Bill Elliott. He won the race. Matt Kenseth, my guy, he won the championship. Last Winston Cup champion. So if we get something like that, where you know, we get an RFK car winning the race, and then like I said, I'm happy with any of these guys win the championship. I hate to say that I think I want Larson to win the least, even though he's the dude I picked to win.
The least, wow.
He's the one who already has a championship. I'd love to see a new champion. I want to see Denny, but I also would love to see it be Byron or Briscoe. It's like it's painful just to say, like, as much as I love to be right, I think Larson's the one I want to see win the championship the least. And it's not out of like I don't like him. Like I said, I want to be right. I would love to be able to come out here.
He's
and be like,
won one before, so it's like, yeah, let someone new.
Yeah, like I'd love to like validate myself and be like, hey, do you guys watching Fast and Loose like all throughout this episode 29, that Kevin Harvick episode that we failed to mention earlier? But I mean, it was way back when that, you know, before the when the playoffs started, that like, you know, we were pretty spot on. Like it was like 3 out of 4 in the championship 4. I'm pretty proud of. My 4th driver was 2nd place, a win away from getting there. And then yeah, I mean, if I could even predict the champion from way on earlier in the regular season when I said it just felt like Kyle Larson's year. I mean, that's kind of cool, but at the same time, it's like, man, I'd love to see one of these other guys get the championship. We'll see what happens, but
okay, I understand that. For me, it's Denny 1-1-11. Get it done. Mechanical Gremlins. Let's not make this happen.
Yeah,
let's not wish this upon you this season.
I'm rooting for Denny. Like I am rooting for Denny. I'm rooting for Briscoe. I'm rooting for Byron, and I am rooting for Larson too, just not as hard. I'd say any of these guys, like I'm gonna be happy for them winning the championship. I'm also gonna feel really bad for the other guys. It's like, it's this is gonna be a very interesting year, and I think there's gonna be a lot to talk about, and it's gonna be. I feel like once the dust settles, my emotions will be a little bit more clear. It's hard for me to like, I feel like remember that episode of Ned's Declassified? You ever watch that show?
Yeah.
Where Mo is wanting to try out for like every sport.
Oh yeah.
And I feel like during the race and after the race is gonna be like when Ned just like throws up all of her like track shoes and her volleyball and her basketball and all, and she just grabs the volleyball. It's like, oh, that's the one you like the most. I feel like eventually, like after the race, like I'll have my volleyball. It's like, who did I want to win the most? But like right now, it's just like I've just like gathered them all.
And they're up in the air.
I like them all. It's like you can only have one. And it's like, all right. It's like fuck. It's like I gotta try to put all these things back.
But yeah, Sunday should be a very good race.
Sunday.
I know, right?
3 o'clock in the desert.
The desert showdown.
Yeah, but very interesting prediction, JB. I'll predict one winner. I'm gonna say Kyle Larson wins championship.
Kyle Larson, really? My heart tells me to go with Denny, but given recent history and the scaries that's going on, I think I have to second you as well and give me Kyle Larson for just to race clean and
there's just
be ahead.
Calm. There's just like a calm and like coolness to him.
Like he knows what needs to get done.
Yeah, like
that's it.
I don't think there's any. Like we talked about earlier, I think it comes down to like I don't think there's any pressure or nerves on him
on
going
his
into
side,
it.
yeah.
I think for Denny, like obviously he's got to race those other 3 guys, but I think the biggest battle and the toughest race for him to win is going to be the one in his head.
It's all a mental game.
So that's what I'm worried about. That's what I think about, and we'll see what happens. But I'm very interested to see who wins the championship, JB. I unfortunately have to work during the race. So
no.
I'm gonna be kind of like dual screening. I've just been doing this a lot throughout the season, but yeah, I mean, but either way, so it's bummer. I wish I'd be like, hey, hey, you want to come watch the race together?
Yeah.
We could try to do like some type of like live reaction or something like
Just
that.
know I will be texting you this whole entire time this race is going.
I'll be on my phone too, man. I'll be looking and rocking and rolling, and
I think the Lions will probably be in like the third quarter by the time this race starts.
Hell yeah, very interested to see. Yeah, I'm not gonna watch football at all. I won't watch football until the NASCAR season's over. Like,
really?
I don't care about football. Like it's I think it's funny like how like caught up in football people get, and like the way like people talk about like, oh, the NFL owns you and shit like that. It's like it is a game. Like, you know, like remember going to your high school football games?
Yeah.
Like that's the same thing they do on Sunday. And like think about how stupid you like I would feel caring as much as I do about like grass lake football. Like
well, I mean, it depends on what city and state you're in as well too, because they will shut down a whole town for football, one football game.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Football team.
Absolutely. I mean, it's crazy like the way people get like so like swept up in like emotion when it comes to football and sport in general. I think it's I don't know, it's interesting. Sport is like a new religion. It's like a modern day form of it. But either way, I feel like we're devolving. This will turn into a no chill episode. I'm gonna start,
in a minute.
Yeah, but yeah, go check out No Chill with JB Smooths. You need something to watch on Saturday before the race comes out. So not only go check out episode 16, 15.
Well, 2. I forgot. I feel like
we'll figure out. Either way, he's been up there. Not only do you have the latest episode to go check out, but if you haven't been following along, go back and check out every other episode that No Chill has out there. Mr. JB Smooth himself. Damn, JB, I was way off. You're at episode 23 coming out this weekend.
I was going to say, like, it's getting up there because I remember 20.
Damn. I remember seeing
climbing.
Up in the 23s. Fuck. So go out there, give this man some love. Those views keep climbing. Those subscribers need to keep climbing and stuff as well. So hit the bell icon and tap in for not just some more Fast and Loose, but your No Chill with JB Smooth. Anything you want to wrap up with, JB?
No, that's it. I'm looking forward to Sunday, and it's going to be one hell of a race.
Hell yeah. I don't want him to win. Well, I wouldn't mind if he wins, but I want him to win the least. But I think Kyle Larson's going to win. And shout out to the other guys. I'm interested to see paint schemes for this week. I feel like we're going to get the more traditional. I don't think we're going to see those like one-offs. Like,
no, I want something crazy. I want something bold, something different.
We'll take a look in a sec, but I feel like I was thinking about that going into it. I was like, I feel like we're gonna get like their most like
plain,
not like plain, but like their like main sponsor,
their traditional.
Like, I don't think there's any doubt Kyle Larson's
gonna wear that blue,
the KendrickCars.com. Yeah. I'd have to bet Denny's driving the Progressive. I feel like Progressive's taking over for FedEx as like the main sponsor.
Yeah,
because like FedEx was what he used to drive for forever. Now I feel like now it's Progressive.
Yeah, it'll probably be Progressive. Damn it.
Briscoe, he pretty much always is in the Bass Pro Shops. So Byron's the one that like it's like, what's he gonna be in? I think it'll be interesting. But
I say everyone else just be traditional, top 4, do something different.
Yeah.
If you can.
But hell yeah. Looking forward to seeing who wins the championship, JB, who gets our final car of the week, who gets our final gas pass crash. So much to be to be revealed, so much at stake as we move towards the last race of the year and the
off season,
the last episode of the race season before we dive into what would be just kind of like speculation, rumors, and all that, waiting for the 2026 season to start. But the countdown to the 500. But it'll be very interesting to see, JB. We'll see you guys for episode 30 of Fast and Loose, where we have a champion to discuss. So we'll look forward to seeing you guys there. Like I said, go check out No Chill with JB Smooth. This has been Fast and Loose with JB Smooth, Chase Hill Hamlin. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.